Okay, so before talking about the NMS layer, let's talk about the EMS layer. The EMS, the element management system layer. If you think about the data model abstraction, the device itself has its native data model. Maybe I should start with the NE layer. The device itself has a native data model, and then all those native data models are brought to the EMS layer, but the abstraction hasn't changed at all at that point. No, what might be called normalization has occurred. But when you go from the EMS layer to the NMS layer, now you're talking about a network-wide, and here normalizations are desired. So if you're in a multi-vendor environment and one vendor, it's the same piece of data, but it's called different things or located in different places in the data model. The NMS layer would normalize it and make all those devices look somewhat the same. The NMS layer itself could define a Yang module that expresses that normalized view. So it's a different Yang module. There's the device's native Yang module, and then there's the EMS layer has a Yang module, which is really one-to-one with the device's Yang modules, and then the NMS layer has its Yang module. The question was with the SMS layer. So here we're talking about services, which actually takes it even a level higher. And so a service level abstraction could be very high level. I used the example of a VPN before. And so a service level description of a VPN might be, is it a full mesh VPN or is it a hub and spoke VPN? And who are the members? Maybe some security related characteristics or attributes as well. Well, that's a very high level data model, which then would be described in the Yang module at the SMS layer, and then would be compiled down or transcoded to the NMS layer, which would then transcode it to the EMS layer and ultimately push to the devices. So there's these little data model translators that have to exist between the various layers when you're pushing configuration down. Not just when pushing configuration down, but also when you're reading data up. So for instance, if a device produces an alert, a low-level alert, a device alert might be an interface is down. Well, the interface down alert is received at the EMS layer, which then communicates it to the NMS layer, which normalizes it. So now it's it has some notion of an interface down alert that spans many different kinds of vendors. But that interface down alert then goes to the SMS layer, which says, oh, well, because this interface is down, it actually means that a particular service is no longer working. So the low-level interface down alert has been converted into a higher level service down alert. So I hope that explains the differences between the NMS and SMS layers and the various Yang modules that are used by each.